When I say pay attention to the type of women a man has dated before you, I genuinely mean it, and let me tell you why. If a man has dated women before you that are not bad, not getting money, not having their way, flat out, he's just not going to know what to do with you, and he's B, going to be used to dealing with the type of women who are just happy to be there, happy to sit down, happy to shut up, happy to accept the bare minimum because they really can't do nothing. They don't even realize that as a woman you are always surprised. They're just happy to be in this man's presence. They feel lucky. It's hard being a man's first bad B because he really just don't know what to do with you. He won't know what to do with you. He won't know how to do all of the simple things that it takes to uphold having a real bad BITC as his woman. You got to pay attention.
Oh my God. Oh man. Y'all better pray for this chick. Please pray for this chick. Oh my God. She says it's hard to be a man's first bad bitch, right? The truth is, she got with a guy that she liked, but he had standards and he dropped her ass. You understand? And she can't put it in her mind why he would drop her because she's so bad, right? She's so attractive, right? So she can't fully understand why he would drop her ass. So she's sitting here in her car by herself, you understand? Trying to justify her not working on herself to change into a woman that a man would keep. And she's just trying to justify why she got dumped. You understand what I'm saying? Or why she's having issues with a particular dude. And the reason why she's having issues with that particular dude is that that particular dude has standards. Let me tell you something, man. When a man knows that he can attract the type of woman that is happy to be there, that does feel like she's lucky to have him, that is willing to sit down and be quiet or shut up or whatever, right? Because she values her man. When a man has relationships like that and he knows that it's possible, more than likely he's going to stay in that relationship. That's number one. However, let's just say the relationship ends for whatever reason and he goes back out into the field. He's not going to want less than that. You understand? Why would a man want to be with a woman that's not happy to be there? Why would a man want to be with a woman? A real man knows that a woman who is willing to accept the bare minimum actually deserves more. You understand? Because if she can appreciate the bare minimum, that means she has space in her heart and her mind to appreciate more. And see, here's the thing, it's not just about saying thank you. It's about showing appreciation, showing gratitude. Because remember, a man's language is action. So when a man sees that a woman can celebrate the bare minimum, then he understands, like, and she uses actions to show that she really appreciates the quote unquote bare minimum, as she says, right? Wait, as she says, right? He knows that there's a high possibility that she's the type of woman that deserves more. All right. So that's why would a man not want to be with that type of woman? You see what I'm saying? See, and the sad part is this woman is turning into a monster. This woman is turning into a light eyed, pretty face, light skinned, sexy bodied monster. You understand? And the reason is because it's weak men who created her. It is weak, tricking ass, simping ass men who celebrate women only because of their physical attributes who create these type of women, who got these women sitting in their car eating shout out to her, because she knows she got to stay healthy. She knows she got to maintain that body and that figure. So she's sitting in her car eating a salad. You get what I'm saying? Because you could see it in the corner. You could tell she was eating something with greens in it. So, shout out to her for staying healthy and doing what she needs to do to maintain her badness, because that's the only trump card she got. And her badness only works on men who are not really men. These are what I call males. You understand? Dudes who look at a chick like this and who's willing to give her whatever she wants and let her have her way and pedestalize her and make her think that she's the prize just because she looks good. You understand? Just because through the genetic mix and nature and God, she came out of her mother looking like this. Okay. So she feels like she got an upper hand. And she feels like she could sit there and try to dictate, oh well, you better look at who he dated before because he gonna be used to this type of chick. No, how about you realize that you're dealing with a man with standards? How about you realize that a man with standards and a man who is and who's actually a man who's not gonna let you get away with shit just because you're pretty or you got a fat ass is the type of man that you really want in your life. Like a woman like this, she gonna go through guy after guy after guy after guy, and none of her relationships are gonna work. Even if she gets married, is gonna end up in divorce because she's gonna realize she's dealing with a dude that was always pedestalizing her and only infatuated with her beauty, and that he never was really interested in her for anything more. And all of that truth is gonna come to light, and she's still gonna end up in shitty relationships or failed marriages. You see what I'm saying? And that's the sad part. So she's sitting in her car just deflecting because she doesn't want to take the responsibility of actually becoming the type of woman that the type of man she wants actually wants. You see what I'm saying? She doesn't want to do that. She wants to deflect and say, oh, well, he's just used to dealing with these women that are willing to accept the bare minimum. Well, let me tell you something. A woman who is willing to accept the bare minimum is the type of woman that deserves more. All right. The chicks out here who think they deserve all of this shit just because they look good, those are the type of women that real men just smash and pass, bro. Like really. I mean, it's not pretty and I don't really endorse as such. I think every man should know his value and should be looking to attract compatible females. You understand? So because I mean, as men, it's our responsibility to keep these body counts low, right? You know, all of you niggas who scared of body counts, it's our responsibility to keep these body counts low. So you should be looking for the right woman, right? Or the right women, right? But chicks like this who never learned their lesson, they're just gonna get smashed and passed. You understand? And it's gonna be men that are gonna give it a good college try. Like, you know what? She bad. You know what I'm saying? Let me try to wife her up real quick. Then they're gonna realize that she ain't really about nothing, and she's not willing to be the type of woman who feels lucky to be in a man's presence. She's not willing to be the type of woman who will accept the bare minimum and celebrate the bare minimum and show appreciation for the bare minimum. Do you understand? Because there's levels to this shit. Every man has depending on the quality of the lifestyle that he lives, has different bare minimums. You got some guys out there who the bare minimum for them is McDonald's. Then you got other guys who the bare minimum for them is Ruth Chris. Then you got other guys who the bare minimum for them is literally taking you on a private jet to go to France just for lunch. You get what I'm saying? Is different bare minimums out there, but you're not gonna be able to benefit from that as a woman if you're not willing to accept a man's bare minimum. If you're always sitting there thinking you deserve more, who's gonna want to be with you? Because now you're just being delusional. And the only thing you have to contrast the bare minimum and all the shit you think you deserve is your looks. And that's only going to take you so far. Because guess what? I'm gonna need a woman to help me on my mission. Can your looks do that? I'm gonna need a woman to be a good mother to my children. Can your looks do that? I'm gonna need a woman who's gonna be an asset to my journey and be able to enhance what I'm trying to do. Can your looks do that? I mean, look, if they can, then congratulations. But in most cases, they won't. You understand? So you're just gonna get smashed and passed until one day your looks is gonna start to fade. Then you're gonna start saying, "Man, I'm looking for a man with substance. I'm looking for a man with this and that. I'm looking for a good guy now." You that's just how it goes. You understand? But anyway, I hope at some point this chick learns her lessons, and I hope that men stop pedestalizing chicks like this. Because when you pedestalize them, you turn them into deflecting, idiotic monsters who think like this. Because I don't care what anybody says, it's the way that it's the men that she's encountered to this point that has her thinking this way. A woman is not gonna just be born thinking like this. She's gonna go through simp after simp after you know, weak, weak guys that pedestalize her, weak guys that spend a bunch of money on her for no reason, like spend a bunch of money on her that she doesn't deserve, take her on all these trips that she doesn't deserve. And when I say that she doesn't deserve, meaning that she hasn't actually worked for it. She hasn't actually shown any gratitude or appreciation for the relationship or for the masculine energy that she's receiving to actually deserve it. You understand? Because you have to earn shit. When you earn shit, everything means more to you. And that's what allows you to stay in healthy relationships and shit. But when you jump into a relationship thinking, well, I'm light skinned, I'm pretty, I got light eyes, and I got a nice body, I deserve all of this shit, and I haven't earned anything. It's only the second date, and you need to be taking me to Dubai. You need to be doing this. You need to be taking me to some restaurant and all because of the way I look. It's bullshit. You understand? And a man who knows the game, a man who knows his identity, a man who understands his value, he gonna flash the lifestyle in front of her face, dig her out, and then drop her somewhere. And because she's still in the delusional stage, it's gonna keep happening to her until her looks fade and she realizes that she has to begin to rely on substance. All right. So it's your boy Miles Cunningham. Hope you got something from this video. Hope you're having a great day. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.